The wind trembled beneath my wings as I rose into the dawn. The light of morning hadn't yet touched the highest peaks when I saw the dark streaks on the horizon, 3 shadows against a pale sky, wings wide as warships, breath-leaking flame and rot. They were coming. Rhazor the Inferno, thick with battle scars and magma in his throat. Nyxxis the Rot, her acid breath curling the clouds with decay. Velmara the Whisper, sleek and coiling through the wind like a serpent with venomous grace. "Daen," I said, my thoughts rippling through the bond we shared. "We are not alone." My rider, strapped behind my neck, shifted his grip on the saddle. 3 of them, all chromatics. Looks like they've brought an army. His voice was steady, but I felt the way his fingers tightened on the reins. "They're here for the eggs," I said, pain lancing through my chest sharper than any fang. He didn't reply. He didn't need to. We both knew what failure meant. "Thank you for being here. Thank you for choosing hope over fear. May your new beginning be tender, patient, and full of unexpected miracles. Until we meet again, walk gently, breathe deeply, and trust your journey." From the heights, the valley of Serenthal was a tide of steel and fire. Our allied host, humans, dragonborn, dwarves, elves, had formed lines beneath the cliffs of my lair. Their banners shimmered with silver and gold. War drums beat like thunder, siege engines bristled from ridges, and rising to meet them, a horde of darkness. The enemy had brought cultists, ogres, half-dragon monstrosities and worse, drakes with blackened hides, trolls laced with flame, and spellcasters wrapped in bone and ash. War horns blared from the ridge. Arrows filled the air like swarms of hornets. I gave Daen one last glance. "Ready?" He drew his sword, its edge gleaming with runes I had given him, and whispered, "To the last breath." We dove into the storm. Rhazor met us first. His fire lit the world like a second sun. I twisted in midair, letting the flames wash over my armored flank while Daen cast a barrier of golden light. Still, the heat scorched my skin beneath the scales. I countered with divine fire, holy and furious. It burned brighter than his flame, and he roared in agony, careening backward. Nyxxis came from above. Her scream sent ripples through the air as she unleashed a jet of acid. It cut through a dozen griffin riders to our right, leaving them tumbling corpses. I flared my wings and surged forward, fangs clamping around her shoulder. Her blood hissed on my tongue. "Do you think your light matters?" she hissed. "This world is already dying." "Not while I draw breath," I snarled and hurled her toward the battlefield. She righted herself at the last second, trailing smoke. Velmara circled above, whispering spells, her voice laced with necrotic poison. "Your mate is ash. Your eggs will crack beneath my claws." My heart thundered. I bellowed a roar so loud the clouds scattered. Below us, Daen's army surged. The clash of steel echoed skyward. Dwarves in silver plate rammed into ogres with rune-blessed hammers. Elven mages lit up the field with arcs of starlight. Ballistae cranked upward. One loosed, a bolt the size of a tree, slammed into Nyxxis's wing. She shrieked and spiraled. "Nice shot," Daen muttered, "but they're not done yet." "Neither are we." I struck Rhazor again, claws to his throat, but he coiled around me mid-air, his tail wrapping mine. His voice was ragged. "You think you've won. Your bones will be a monument to failure." I blasted his face with my breath, righteous fire, the kind only my kind could wield. His jaw blistered. He let go. Daen called out a warning. "Behind!" Nyxxis and Velmara came together, breath and poison combining. A cloud of acid venom engulfed me, burning away the flesh beneath my wing. I screamed in pain. The sky tilted. Daen chanted, casting greater restoration to cleanse the rot from my blood. His hands glowed against my scales. "I'm here," he said. "I won't let them take you." "Then hold on." I twisted in the air and let myself fall, straight at Velmara. She shrieked, too slow to dodge. I caught her in a blaze of flame and claw, ramming her into the side of the mountain. Stone cracked. Her ribs shattered. As she tried to whisper another death curse, I bit through her throat. She died with a hiss. Nyxxis fled upward, panting, wing half torn. She turned to retreat. "No!" I growled, and with one final surge I caught her tail. My flame engulfed her from within. She burst like a star falling from the sky. 2 down, only Rhazor remained. He rose over the battlefield, blood trailing from his jaws, wings tattered. Below, the battle was turning. The enemy army faltered, their beasts broken, their spells undone. He looked at me, not with fear, but hate, deeper than time. "You are alone now," he snarled. "There are no more golds. You are the last flame." "I am the guardian of the future," I whispered. "You are nothing but ash." And then we collided. There were no words, just fire, fang, fury. We crashed together with the force of gods. My claws sank into his chest. His teeth pierced my heart. I felt it, the end, the last beat of the dragon that had guarded kingdoms. But I held on. We fell like thunder, wings locked, spiraling toward the rocks below. Daen screamed my name. I had only one breath left. I used it, and with a final burst of fire, I incinerated Rhazor from within. He died in my arms, and I followed him into the earth. Daen crawled from the wreckage, bones cracked, armor broken, tears streaking his dust-stained face. He climbed through burning pines, through shattered stone, to the cave we had sworn to protect. The wards still glowed. Inside, behind sacred runes and fire-blessed stone, they waited. 13 eggs, golden, warm, glowing with life. Daen fell to his knees, weeping. He touched the largest one. His voice was hoarse. "I kept them safe, Aurion, just like you said." The eggs pulsed gently in reply. He gathered them one by one, casting spells to cradle them in light. And as the first stars lit the sky, he turned toward the mountains, his path clear. He would find Seraphine, Aurion's mate. Somewhere she lived. She had to, and she had to know her children were safe. He left the battlefield behind, 13 eggs trailing in an enchanted sled of silver light, a sword on his back, a vow in his heart, and the fire of a fallen brother in his soul.